Hey, this is Tire B, and in this video I'm going to be showing a little bit of my setup here. I got about 22 minutes until my next appointment, so we'll make this quick. But we'll start with my old setup, and that is it behind me there. So this is how I started my business. I had a different truck. I had a white Dodge Ram, and then I got this black one. But yeah, I started this business with this 14-foot trailer. Right now it is my storage, so I keep old tires in there and then I haul them out to the dump. I had some storage space in the back of the trailer, my tire machine right in the middle, my balancer was in the front of the trailer, and then I had a toolbox separating the working space from the storage space, and then I had a rack for the tires, a generator which I didn't use later on. I just used it when I started out. But this was my old setup. And then I went to a Ford Transit. So this is a 2021 Ford Transit T250 single rear wheel, all-wheel drive in Canada. That is a must. So we'll start with the front. So my setup in here is I have a laptop mount that I use for work. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to perform as good. I have my debit machine and my photo radar detector, some kombucha and a banana, and I have a cooler in here for my beer. So we'll start from the back. Let's start from the back. So this is where I have a little bit of storage. I can fit about 6 tires in here, or 8 small ones. I have my G30 VMAX. This is a 30 CFM air compressor, gasoline powered by a Honda GX 390 engine. It's held by a bolt. I pull it out, fire it up, heat up, and that delivers air to my expansion tank, which is my old DeWalt compressor, which failed. They fail like once a year, so I don't even recommend doing that. This is the only way to go. This thing will run constantly non-stop and it'll just die within 1 year. And because it's like 5.5 CFM, you're gonna have it running and running and running, and it will never stop and it'll just die, right? So this is a good way to go. Or other gas-powered air compressors. I got my Big Blaster, tire bags, gasoline jerry can, a toolbox, and so yeah, this is what's in the back. And then yeah, well, I will also shut the door when I'm working, so only one door is open, and then this little exhaust is facing upwards, so it'll blow the exhaust smoke up. I do get a little bit inside the van once in a while, but not a lot. So then in here I have a little 3000 watt inverter that is connected to my vehicle batteries. I start my van, and then this gives me power to run my tire machine, my balancer, and whatever is connected to the power here. It doesn't have much power, but it does the job. It is a little difficult. Sometimes it'll cut out and then I have to wait for it to restart, but not a lot. Only on run flats, low profiles, and some big mud tires. So then yeah, my jacks fit in here properly. I bungee strap them to the wall. So the tire machine, when we installed it in here, we rotated it all around the van like 30 times, 6 people, because it's super heavy, and I figured that this is the best position for me. It might not suit everybody because not a lot of space for sure, but I can squeeze in through here. I've worked on 35s and 37s, so all the 325s, whatever you want, right? So a Corhi EM 9580 balancer. I really like this unit. I did use a Chinese balancer before this and it was junk. I do connect to my client's power sources always, so I'll connect this will run my tire machine and my balancer, and then my air comes from the gas powered air compressor. So I hang some tools on the walls. I do keep some supplies inside these walls. I did think of covering this all up with whatever siding they have, but when I started using the van and I realized that I can stack my shit in there, I really like that, right? Some hammer. So this I use for the weights. I put this electric tape on here not to scrape the wheels. I will bang the weight on the side with a hammer and a screwdriver and not touch the rims. So I ran all the power myself, just whatever, everything works. Ran the hoses through the walls, battery, charger. This is an automatic air inflator. I'll put a tire on, I'll put a little bit of air in it, and then I'll throw it on the balancer and put the automatic inflator on. In here I keep my some little tools. Everything is a big mess. And then I got my sockets, my weights, and then MCC clip-on weights, regular weights, my tire stretcher for repairs, a high-powered, high-torque DeWalt impact wrench, some torque wrenches, hammers, some patches, and then I got my finger plates. I got a 5 and a 6. They are like a grand each, super expensive. And then, so this drill I use for cleaning the weights, glue residue from the old weights. And then in here I keep my valve cores, my new valves, just put that away, my valve puller, some little shit like this, some more valves, bigger valves, metal valves, a bunch of valves for sensors, some round spheric valves. These are like 12 bucks each, super expensive. Some TPMS sensors, some replacement valves for the metal stems, some for the rubber, and then just some random pencils or markers, sockets for the valves, tire patches, patching tools, some more patches. This thing fits in here perfectly. It is a little bit of a tight squeeze, but I can make it, I can manage it, and it works for me. So I got some plugs which I never use, but in just specific extreme situations where people have no key for their wheel, so I can't take it off to patch it properly. I have some dies to clean the thread. Tesla jack pads. Tesla owners really like these. They will not let you work on their Tesla if you don't have one of these. Some extra clamp protectors. Oh. Rubber wheels. I get these at Princess Auto, the best place to get them. And then lug nuts, wheel studs. I do replace wheel studs when they're busted. And then just some more lug nuts, rings. And tire changer is a rock solid. I don't remember the model because I removed it so it's not visible. It does work great for me. To make sure I don't scratch wheels, I use plastic sleeves for the spoons. I use the plastic protector for the shovel, and then I do have a upgraded plastic Corhi duck head, which prevents me from scratching rims. Helper arm, and it all works great. I did get this aftermarket bucket ring for my lubricant. And yeah, in here I've done Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Porsches, all successfully. I don't scratch any wheels. And yeah, I can work on the hardest stuff. So that is it. That's what it looks like. Thanks for watching.